Dear mature elders, the fact that you exist is an amazing miracle. Those of us who can differentiate between an old person and a healthy, mature elder really are in awe of you. Thank you for parenting the community. We know that your time and energy often gets poured out onto those who are the neediest, and we appreciate that. We don't have the capacity to do what you do. Parenting our own children is hard enough. In fact, we could use your help to be better parents. We don't need all of your time, or even most of your time, but we do need some of your time. What we are going through is hard for us, but you've been through it before. You're not being asked to fix our problems or even to have answers for us. Joyful connection with someone who has been through things similarly to what we are experiencing is often satisfying enough. Sometimes we may need more, and we want to hear your stories. When we have difficulties staying relational in the midst of our toxic work environment, we need you to remind us of how you acted in a similar situation. Please, tell us what worked and what didn't work. What have you learned from your experiences? What are you still learning? We don't need you to be perfect. We do need you to be authentic. Without letting us into your true story, we may not be equipped enough to learn from your journey. We need numerous stories, because each one gives us a new possibility to learn and grow. One of the biggest lacks that we have is good examples of how to be our true selves in these situations. The world gives us bad examples, and even many churches tell us rules that are unhelpful. We don't need more rules to be a parent, but we do need new ideas. Often, we are at a loss on how to act in everyday life. When we look at our finances to consider how we will pay for our children's dreams, like extracurricular activities, trips, and helping pay for college, we can get overwhelmed. Sometimes, even going to God for help can be difficult, because we don't even know what questions to ask Him. With your help, we won't feel quite so lost and beyond our capacity when considering how to operate as God's children in this world.
Some of you can help us even more if you have the desire and capacity. Our children need good interactions and strong bonds with mature elders. They need to know that they are important to their community, not just to their parents and peers. If you can, please pursue conversations with them. You don't need to know a lot, just be curious about what they love. Ask them questions and truly be interested in knowing them. If you can connect with our children joyfully, it will make a huge difference in their lives. If you run across something that troubles you, just bring it to us. We would love your input and suggestions. Sometimes our children may want advice from you. That's fine, go ahead and give it, but please don't be too focused on right and wrong. We would rather you help our children to think through things so that they can make good decisions as they continue to mature than to give them all of the answers. If you build a strong enough relationship with them, they will trust you and may even talk to you about things that they don't want to share with us. We're okay with that. We would rather they talk to someone who loves them and is mature enough to help them process than to not get the help they need. The last thing we really need from you is true intentionality. We need you to pursue us because we often can't pursue you. Do you remember what it was like to have small children, take care of the house, work your job, and connect with school and church communities, all with very little sleep? We are juggling so many balls in the air all at once that it is hard for us to remember to feed ourselves, let alone pursue you. We ask that you, as the more mature people, and hopefully with more capacity, choose just a few of us each to intentionally pursue. Please ask God's direction as to whom, how many, and at what capacity. Then just be straightforward with us. We will really appreciate knowing what you're offering, and will thank you for anything you can provide. With your help, hopefully our children will end up healthier and more mature than the typical child. That might alleviate some of the overwhelming needs that elders already have. Thank you for partnering with us. Sincerely, the Decently Mature Parents.